This is a video of a drive on East Mineral Street in Wellersburg, Pennsylvania. It was taken on a rainy day in December of 2022. East Mineral Street is a surviving example of a primitive wagon road that was used in the 1800s. I fell in love with East Mineral Street back when I was a kid. My grandmother Corns was in her 60s and had just learned to drive a car. She took me down this old road to go to Mutt's store in Wellersburg for a tonic. Tonic was the word she used that day for soda pop. We were riding in a 1960 Ford Falcon, and the road was in about the same condition then as it is now. I make it a point to travel East Mineral Street whenever I visit Somerset County. I have come to treasure old wagon roads like this one as being tangible artifacts of earlier days and important cultural heritage landmarks. I hope East Mineral Street and other roads like it remain open so that people can experience the primitive roads our ancestors used in their daily lives. I am going to begin by providing a bit of orientation regarding where the road is located. This is the 1860 Walker map of Somerset County. The red arrow identifies East Mineral Street. Mineral Street begins at Cook Cemetery. That cemetery is on the farm of my fourth great-grandfather, Michael Corns. I suspect he is the first person to be buried there. Mineral Street crosses the old plank road at Wellersburg. It then continues on west and terminates on the old Turkey Foot Road in Maryland. The intersection is identified here with an arrow. This is an 1829 plat of property that belonged to the Michael Corns estate. The road identified by the arrow is in about the same location as modern-day East Mineral Street. On the plat, the road is identified as being the road to Cumberland. In the other direction, the road on the plat is labeled as being the road to Berlin. In my opinion, this plat demonstrates that East Mineral Street, or its antecedent, already existed in 1829. This image is from the Southampton Township portion of the 1876 Atlas of Somerset County. I have included this map because it provides a more accurate depiction of the switchbacks on East Mineral Street. The switchbacks are necessary to minimize the steepness of the grade. This map also identifies the location of Cook Cemetery at the eastern end of the road. If you are looking for me in 100 years, this is where I'll be. The video of the drive up East Mineral Street is about to begin. It was taken in portrait mode on a dark and rainy day. It was recorded on the spur of the moment without any plan to post it on the internet. After I got back home, I realized that regardless of its quality, the video may be something others would be interested in. I wish the video was in landscape mode, and I wish it was recorded on a bright and sunny day, but this is the video footage I have. And we're on the road, and we're going to take pictures of East Mineral Street, which was here in the early 1800s. It shows up on Michael Corns' plat of his estate whenever after he died. East Mineral Street. My grandma Corns introduced me to this road after she learned to drive in her 60s. We have to shift into low range. 60-some-year-old grandma bringing me down this road. It really left an impression, and I've loved this road ever since. We're driving a 1960 Ford Falcon, and the road was just about like it is right now. Switchback. So on that 1829, I think it's 1829 plat map, this is called the Road to Cumberland in one direction, and it's called the Road to Berlin in the other direction. And this is the second switchback. So you see how it's eroded down in from the rain and the horses coming over it and kicking up dirt over the centuries.
Is this a private road now, or is this
No, this is a public road. It's East Mineral Street.
Yeah, it's true. Doesn't seem like a public road.
Somebody comes in and cuts the trees down that fall across it.
Road back there.
Look how rocky it is over there. Well, the Cooks owned this farm here. Well, I guess originally Michael Corns and his brother, I believe it was Jake, owned this property together. And this is Cook Cemetery. This is where all your Corns ancestors are buried. This is the end of the video. Thank you for watching. For other regional history information, see my website. The address is corns.org.